Well, hello, hello. Thank you guys for joining me on another segment of Sisters Trust. This is number two. We're welcoming Miss Demetra back from Africa. She's going to share a lot of the great things that she did with us and, really enjoying her trip. She left us for like 6 weeks, which went by pretty fast. But I'm so glad that she's back and everything to really share a lot of things and a lot of excitement, the food, the fun, the culture, just really share her heart with us, and so we can answer questions and everything in this segment. So Demetra, welcome back to the States. How's it
Thank
going
you.
to get back from Africa?
It's good. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. But like I said, I do miss Africa.
Yeah.
I do. But I'm glad to be back safely.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, because that was a long flight.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Well, I could imagine. I know one thing we talked about was, you leaving me your information. I remember calling you at the airport and when you was in New York just to make sure. I'm like, where's all this information in case something happened to you? We can't get in touch with you and everything. But we did
Yeah.
talk to each other on that WhatsApp and everything.
Yes.
And all the pictures that you even shared on Facebook, like you had so much fun,
Yes.
like we was able to live through you, being and going, So just tell us
Yeah.
a little bit about your experience over there.
Who? Wow. Look, I don't even know where to start. I had a lot of experiences. Yeah, like I said, Africa was beautiful. The people were welcoming. The food was fabulous. Um, I traveled to 5 regions out of 16 regions. I plan on going back in August, hopefully, prayerfully, of this year. I
Oh,
really want to go back. Yes. I loved it. I loved the land. I loved everything about it. Although it was different. I mean, it's a culture that we're not familiar with. It's very different than the US. And I would tell anyone traveling over there to have an open mind and to realize that Africa, specifically Ghana, is not the US and the US is not Ghana, right? So you have to have an open mind and be open to the culture, be open to learning. I was very careful not to, offend anyone because us coming from the U.S., where our culture is completely different. So I was just open to just learning because I felt, in traveling there, I felt like a person in the diaspora or, a person that a Black person or an African that never been to Africa, that I just had so much to learn. So I remember telling some of my friends that every single day I learned so much, just about the culture. And I couldn't stop looking just every day. Every time I got in a taxi or Uber or on what they call a trotro, which is public transportation, that's an experience all in itself. But but every time I got to get on even just traveling on the roads in Ghana, they drive like completely different. It was an experience, but I learned something, if it wasn't nothing but talking to an elder, or talking to a child, just talking to the women. The women are so soft spoken. I told them, I said, I can learn from you all. I said, because me coming from the US and being an African American, I said, we're a lot more assertive. We're a lot louder in how we speak, or maybe just I am, I don't know. But, even a quick example, even how they say good morning, we're like, good morning, how you doing? We're a little louder in how we speak and very assertive, and their tone, their demeanor, everything was just a lot less calmer, softer. They will say good morning, and it was very soft and it was very pleasant. But just to let everybody know, and my prayer, okay, one of the reasons why I did this was, it was personal, of course. I wanted to go to the motherland, to connect with the motherland, because I realized that I'm African. I realized those are my roots, and I wanted to connect with Africa, and I was able to do that. But the other reason was for so that I could bring the truth about Africa, specifically Ghana, to other Black people. So my prayer is that every Black person around the world gets the opportunity to at least travel there, to go there once, to just see where we're from, you know, and who we're all about. And after going there, traveling there, spending a good amount of time there, I'm so proud to be a Black person. I realize more now who I am as a Black woman. You know, no, I can't be deterred. I can't be lied to anymore. I see the strength that we're from as Black women. You know how they say that, you know, as Black women, we're very strong. You know, I didn't realize how strong we really are until I got to travel and see, you know, other Black women that, my God, you know, we come from a very strong lineage. And I'm so proud of that. So my prayer, and one of the reasons why I travel there, like I said, is that so that other Black people will see that it's safe, specifically Ghana, because that was the main question I got. You know, is it safe? Yes.
Yeah.
I quickly realized that I was okay, that I could, you know, sneak away from Selorm and anybody else that was watching over me, because the men are, let me just speak about the men very quickly. They're very, very protective of the women. They're very respectful of the women, right? So they were very, their main thing was to make sure I was safe. And so I appreciate Selorm, I appreciate Shay, I appreciate Philip in the Volta region that traveled with me to make sure I was safe. But I would sneak away from them sometimes just to see if I could maneuver and if I could, you know, be okay. And I was. If I had a question, the Ghanaian people would stop what they were doing just to help me, you know. And if they couldn't help you, they weren't out to hurt you. If they couldn't help you, you know, they wouldn't do nothing at all. So I'm an eyewitness that the country is safe. You know, of course you have bad actors everywhere. Okay. But I didn't experience any, you know, any bad, you know, I think I may have gotten one person that had a bad attitude, maybe one time, and that was about it.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. So what kind of over there, what kind of jobs and stuff they have, you know, to be able to provide for your families?
So in Ghana, specifically in Ghana, I don't, like I said, Africa is a huge continent. It's 54 countries. So Ghana is one country on the western coast of western coast of Africa.
Okay.
So everybody, one of the things that's very different, everybody is an entrepreneur. And I wish Selorm could speak on this.
Well, let him tell you.
What
Ask
kind of jobs
questions.
did you see? I mean, what kind
Everybody's an entrepreneur. The reason why there's not a lot of jobs, the reason why there's not a lot of jobs is because the government is not, it's not like the US. If you're down on your luck in the US, we have departments that are there to assist you with housing, to assist you with food, you know, to assist you. There, although they are a democracy, they're not set up like that. That's one of the things that really irritated me, because I don't understand why. Ghana is, they became independent in 1957, right? So they are 63 years old. I do not understand, and it's a rich country as far as resources. So I don't understand, and they're a democracy. I don't understand why their departments aren't set up, or why the government is not set up to assist the people more. So, but they're not. But let me tell you about the Ghanaian people and about Black people. We're very resilient. We refuse to give up. We're going to make it. That's why you get that. It takes a village to raise. I saw that.
The children, yeah.
They take care of each other. Okay, regardless of what the government does for them or don't do for them, they take care of each other. They love each other. They feed each other. They make sure that, you know, everyone is okay. And, you know, I learned from that. I really did. I learned from that. And I was so just grateful to be around people like that, that where me as an American saw that, you know, that their life to me seemed challenging, you know, but to them, it was like, this is who we are. We're okay. This is what we have to deal with, and we're going to make sure that we take care of each other. And that's what they do. When one person eats, the whole community, the whole village eats. You know,
Can I chip in
so
a little?
yeah, I just love that about them. But as far as jobs are concerned, you have to create your own job. They're very creative. When I tell you they sell everything you can think of, you can buy in a card before you get home. Yeah.
Okay.
That was very different, but it was interesting. I loved it.
Yeah, he wanted to tell us something.
I mean, so they do have different
Yeah.
jobs to support themselves. So is that what we're saying? But I mean, I understand like living, doing the community and everybody caring for each other and
Yes.
stuff like that. But they have like different, like, you know, like even here you have different occupation. People make things, you know, they have more homemade things, you know, more things that they could sell amongst each other. That's what we want to hear about. What do they have? Like what kind of resources do they have over there that you experience?
Yes,
Angela,
when I say like that they sell everything, when I say everybody's an entrepreneur, everybody is in business for themselves, right? They sell whatever their talent is. The land is very blessed. It's blessed with, you know, all types of resources. So they literally make a lot of stuff that's handmade. You know, I wish I could show you like some of this stuff. You know, there's a lot of they make things from wood. They make things from I'm sure everybody's heard of kente cloth. You know,
like
the fabrics,
butter, the butters and stuff like that.
Shea butter.
That you want
Yes.
to bring some of that
Can
back here, right? You want to.
Yes.
Can I chip in a little? Can I say something?
well, he wanted to say
Go ahead,
something.
Selorm. I think we can hear you.
Excuse me, he
Okay.
wanted to say something.
Everybody mute
All right.
your area so we can be able to hear him better.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know if you can hear me. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So Ghana, it's so blessed, and we have a lot and lot of natural resources here. Okay, currently I'm like almost 8 to 10 hours drive from Accra, the capital city, closer to the Ivory Coast border, where we have lots and lots of coconut trees here. Okay, so the whole forest has been taken down and has been replaced with coconuts. And what the local folks or the local women does here is to produce or convert the coconut fruit into coconut oil, right?
Mm-hmm.
And aside that, they also produce other things also. Okay, they use the husk to produce charcoal, okay, as in fuel. Now, apart from that, the coconut fruit itself, when they extract the oil from it, they give the waste of it to the pigs. Okay, and I hear it's very nutritious as well for the pigs. Now, when you move the country, it's about drive away from the capital city of Ghana or the capital town of Ghana up to the north.
We lost him.
Oh.
Yes.
I think we froze again. Well, you know,
Yeah.
so the thing is too, he's in Africa, which is pretty neat that we can have some type of communication. But sometimes with the internet, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's iffy and everything. But I'm understanding it's a lot of resources and a lot of things
Right.
with the coconut oils and, you know, using all the parts of the thing, you know. And that is important going back
Correct.
to the essential vitamins and the essential oils, you know, and I
Great.
understand that too, you know, being in the product business, you know, because one of my ingredients from one of the products we getting ready to come out with actually this month, it comes from a tree in Africa. So all those
Wow.
resources, you know, really work together. So they are essential. What about now? I heard y'all had some gold and some silver. I want to hear about that. When we go there, we're gonna be like pirates and go find the gold and the silver. That's what I want to talk about. When we take out,
Say that again. I lost that very part. Say that again.
Demetra said y'all got some gold and some silver over there.
We have some oil and silver. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Gold.
Jewelry.
Like
Yes.
gold mines?
You know, I was trying to get you the natural resources that we have in all the regions of Ghana. Okay, so that was what I was gradually breaking down to. And in the Ashanti region and in some part of the Western region, we the gold. Okay, which we that is what is holding the nation now. Okay, and gold is found in the Ashanti region, precisely Obuasi. Gold again is found in some part of the Western region as well. And recently, there was a discovery of gold in the northern of Ghana and in the coastal part of Ghana, precisely Cape Coast or Mina side. And I remember when I was with Sister Demetra, All Things Africa, we were at the dungeons and we have to go to One Africa when the son, currently the chief of one of the communities, also did mention the fact that recently there was gold deposits around the coast of Elmina, Cape Coast, right? Now, apart from that, when you move to the Volta region, before moving to the Volta region, almost part of the country has vegetation. And if in our vegetation, we are talking about the natural herbs also, we're talking about the timber and the rest. Now, when we move to the Volta region, we have same, okay, vegetations, there, lots of natural resources. Again, we have gold there, which is yet to be mined. We have iron ore there, which is yet to be mined. We have oil, um, the petroleum aspects, the oil for fuel, rather. Let me use the word "well." Okay, and then again, the shores of Ghana. Okay, the seashells there that could be remolded into different things, like the earrings, for instance, like art piece to be used in rooms, okay, as decorative pieces. Now, when we move to the eastern part of the country, the deposit of gold also there. We have Emon also there, and precisely Akwitia. Okay, and let's not forget the land from the east region to up to the northern region. We have mountains there, like the mountainous areas also there, which is very beautiful, right?
Mhm.
Let's not forget about the fact that waterfalls here, which most people pay so much, is a rather our sister came to the country, said she has never had a chance to see mountain.
Mhm.
So seeing some part of mountainous areas in the country happy. There are lots and lots of natural resources I could about, but I think for now I'll hold here and then I'll look at different things also.
Okay.
The
Wow. Yes, a lot. Mhm.
from the country is free from crime. If I'm talking about crime, I'm talking about crime in a larger sense of people pulling out arms or guns and then trying to hit people or whatever. Such a thing is not in Ghana.
Right.
We don't those here. Okay, so that's one of the things that makes Gibby free from all crimes. Okay, now in the government satisfied and virtually everybody. So people, especially those in the Ashanti region, have so creative, and most people in Ghana are so creative. So what people do is they look out for the needs that of the people, and then they work towards that. So, for example, in Ashanti region, Ashanti region and then part of the water region, they tend to weave kente. Okay, and then kente is worn by the royals. Okay, and in Ghana, it's normally used on occasional days or occasional times. For instance, wedding, naming ceremony, funerals, and what have you, great occasions, then people pull out their kente cloth. We again have the beads. as in the wrist, the beads for the waist, the beads for the necklace, the beads for the hand. Both male and female wears beads. And talk of beads, our royals also, as in our kings and queens and prince and princesses also wear beads. And that is another major area that most people are making money from, which I, again, also produce customized beads too.
Okay.
Okay. Now, moving away from the beads, we again have the herbs. Okay. That's those of you in the diaspora will refer to as natural healing. All right. So most people tend to learn how to use the herbs to heal people instead of using the orthodox medicine. So in our forest, yes, we have the herbs as well there for healing. Yes, I think at this very juncture, I might like to have to end here so that if there's any question or something, I can be able to address it.
Okay.
And he did say, he said, well, we say herbs, right? The Ghanaian people, they speak the Queen's English. So it was funny because I had to listen to them very closely when they speak, because they speak what we would say very proper English. They speak the Queen's English, like he said. How did you pronounce it? You did say herbs.
I said herbs.
Herbs, right?
Herbs.
Well, that's a lot. I mean,
Almost like a French dialect, correct?
It's a British dialect, right?
Okay. Okay, very well.
Yeah, definitely the British.
Our colonial masters happen to be from Britain. So yes, British for Britain and British as well.
British.
Yes, because the Ghanaian people were eventually colonized by the British.
Yeah.
I wish we had a long time to talk, because Selorm is very, very, very knowledgeable when it comes to the history of Ghana, right? And so I learned a lot about, I didn't know the Portuguese actually came over to start trading, and then I think it was the Dutch, and it was the British that actually got into the capturing the African people. So it was actually the British that did that. So
Okay.
well, it's a
a lot of history.
Yes, a lot of
history.
and stuff. So
Yes.
I'm glad you got a chance to really enjoy the time being over there. And so
Yes.
I know we talked about as a group, one day being able to go as a group and putting all those prices together and you know, shoot for something a couple years from now, you know, putting the whole idea together. And I know we talked about trying to really get, you said they had the free land or something, you know, we pay the taxes, and I know you didn't talk about that, but we could talk about that a different time.
Sure.
But I know we look forward to you having your YouTube channel, really expressing more about your trip, the things that you're going to be selling, also to, you know, to get us in touch with the motherland and all that. And I know you ladies are on here too. Did you guys have any specific questions before we wrap it up that you wanted to ask, or anything that you guys was thinking about?
D.
Yes.
So D, so when you got off the plane, tell us the feeling that you felt, because I don't know if anyone else has been to Africa, but that feeling that you felt when you stepped off the plane and saw, I don't know,
Africa.
your
Yeah.
country. Yes, Africa. I want to know that feeling.
Yeah, I was telling the ladies that before the plane even landed, I saw the country and I became very overwhelmed with emotions, and I couldn't control the tears, you know, and I was a little embarrassed because, you know, the other people on the plane, they're like looking, right? But and my thoughts were, so this is the land, so this is the place that my ancestors were taken from. And so when I stepped foot on there, I thank God for, you know, just allowing me the opportunity to come back. But I remember looking in the airport, and I couldn't stop looking, because everybody,
Like you,
you know, it was a lot of melanated people. And I was like, whoa, yes. I immediately felt like a familiar spirit. It almost felt like I had been there before or something. It's kind of hard to explain. I didn't feel like I was a foreigner because everybody looked like me, you know what I mean? And it was just a wonderful feeling. It was a wonderful feeling. That feeling that, you know, you feel when, you know, that a lot of people in the diaspora say that, you know, you feel like you're home. You really do feel comfortable. You feel at home. You know, that feeling of, you know, am I going to be safe? That just kind of goes away. You know, you're like, how can you not be safe? There's a whole lot of people that look like me that are genuinely looking out for me. You know, so it was a beautiful feeling. It really was. I just felt very honored and thankful at that moment.
Wow.
I did.
That's good. We don't need any scary cats to follow me.
No scary
God
cats.
is good. We take God everywhere we go.
Absolutely.
That's right. He was there, welcome you in.
Oh my gosh.
And you learn something about history.
Yes. One of my friends there told me before I came, said, Demetra, your steps are ordered, that God has ordered your steps.
Amen.
And I didn't really understand or really feel that until I got there. Everything that happened, every place I went, everything that I was able to observe, every person I spoke to, I felt like God was ordering my steps. The older gentleman on the beach, you know, when I was with Selorm and we were in the central, it was either central or the western part of Ghana region, Ghana. It felt like it was meant for me to talk to him. The older lady at the market, one of my elders that was in Accra, and she was telling me her story. It felt like it was meant for me to talk to her. You know, the little kids at the orphanage, you know, just hugging them and talking to them and spending time with them. It felt like that's what it was meant for me to do that. So my steps were, and I prayed about that before I left, that, you know, God just put people around me that are going to make sure I'm safe, and that, you know, that this journey is what you would want me to go on, and that I receive everything that I'm supposed to receive. And I did. I remember walking one day, because interesting thing about Ghana, all the streets aren't paved like they are here in the United States. So I was walking down this clay, dirt road one day, and I remember by myself, and I remember thinking, this is why I like this place. I felt this sense of peace. I'm like, I'm free. I'm free here. Nobody's going to hurt me. Nobody's going to harm me. You know, when I got stopped by the police officers, you know, and they do checkpoints when you go to different regions. Never for a second did I feel, in fear, or that, I was in harm or anything. In fact, they were very nice and they joked with us. And specifically with me, because he realized I didn't speak Ewe. Because he asked me, do you speak God? Do you speak tree? Or I'm like, no, sir, I speak English. You know, he's like, oh, okay. So I asked the young lady, I said, well, what did he say? What did he say in tree? And he said, he asked, were there any single women on the bus? And I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? Right? The interesting thing about it, though, he was very chocolate. You know, he was trying to find him a woman. Right. I'm like, I wish I would have known he said that, because, you know, the brother was very nice looking, you know. Yeah. And, you know, let me answer this question. Someone asked me while I was over there, you know, how are the people specifically, you know, the men? Only thing I could say was, child, the chocolate is everywhere, child, chocolate everywhere. That's all I got to say.
Chocolate. Very sweet, huh?
Very sweet.
Know what we say?
So what now?
Berry sweeter the juice, huh?
That's right. The black and the berry.
Honey,
Sweeter the
the
juice.
blackberries over there, honey. Very, very sweet. I told a few of the young men, I said, look, I'm going to have to get my daughter to take a trip over here, because she needs to see what's going on over here. Some of these, Selorm, look at Selorm. Salome probably
You know,
got
when you said that,
It used
when you
to
said that,
always
it
be
reminded
talking
me
like
of
that.
the elderly man who has donned the cloth, and then you have to take a picture of him. You were like,
Yes,
oh, do you think
yes,
you are allowed me to take a picture with me? And I was like, yeah,
yes. I
go
had to.
ahead,
I had to
just
take a picture with him,
take him,
and
and then
also the
right,
man that was
yeah,
on
that
the
was
beach
also
that was painting the
right,
boats.
Mm-hmm.
right, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
he was a young man, but you know, he was just a very nice, you know, chocolate
person,
to
yes,
look at.
Oh,
right.
child.
Well, I guess we'll have to have a whole
Wait,
She
Salome
made
got
no
so sick of me
sense.
flirting with people.
That's why she ready to go back over there.
Right?
Hey,
You
well,
feel me? You feel me?
she was already
You
trying to stay over there for 6 weeks. So yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to have a whole nother segment of this, a whole nother side she got going that she didn't tell us about until the last second. But anyway, we winding down in time again. And you know, first of all, I want to thank you. It's Simone, right? Is that right, Simone?
Salome,
Yeah,
Salome.
Salom, yeah, right.
Salome.
Salome,
Thank you
Which means
for
God loves me.
which means God loves him.
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
okay,
Ooh.
Salome. That's
I
awesome.
love you too, Salome.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Yeah,
Thank
right.
you for taking time to come and join us. And Demetra, thank you for sharing
Right.
your story with us. And thank all you women for taking time just to spend this evening with us, just to really to hear, you know, the experience and just learn something different. So I'm gonna eventually post Demetra information so that we can also follow her and follow us along too, you know, being that he's a guide, you know, now we know somebody that that's over there. We can have our own personal guide.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that all of us gonna be taking a trip over that way. And Yolanda, she's not on here right now. I know for sure she's gonna be going. So it's good to be able to get a chance to meet you and see you.
Yes.
Because we might not all be there at the same time. So we already know what you look like. And so yeah, and then we can also start having our own personal communication, you know, being able to set things up. So guys, I just want to say thank you guys for coming on here with us. Thank all you guys for tuning in with us on A Sister's Trust. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share us with your friends. And as we grow as women, let's keep encouraging one another to build, to grow, to always stay in God's word, which is number one, you know, about, you know, he's going to always shield us if we put him first. And there's nothing in the world that we can't have, and nothing that we always make our own destiny. And just pray about it first. And if it's meant for you, it'll work out, right? So
Yes.
thank you guys again. I just really enjoyed tonight and everything. So with all, if nothing else to be said, you guys, y'all have a great evening.
You
You
too.
too.
All right.
Good to see everybody.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for tuning in, Salome.
All right.
Shalom.
All right. Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks also.
Bye, Shalom.
Bye.